Not only do we have new stuff to play with today, but we get to start with shooting bombs instead of tears, so this is going to be a good run. And that means we get to start with 44 damage. So that's going to be enough to clear out the rooms, and it's only going to go up from here. The biggest danger from here is going to be me hurting myself. I need to remember that bombs are dangerous. Don't put them near myself. But if I manage to get some multi-shot or something, we would really be getting a good run going. Not that this one's going to be bad. I just hope for all the right stuff. And so far, it is pretty easy. As long as the enemies stay a good distance away from me, they will die. Do need to be careful not to get myself cornered, but as long as I'm halfway paying attention, whoops, we're gonna be fine. And our first new find? Flat file, no more spikes. So spikes don't come out of the floor anymore, and also spikes going into rooms don't hurt me anymore. So we get to fight the Duke of Flies first, and I need to make sure to give myself lots of room between myself and the enemies. I can kill him in 3 shots though already, so this is gonna be a lot of fun. And our reward for very easily killing a boss is more luck. That puts our luck all the way up to 3 already, plus a few keys. And those can probably be used to open whatever this room is. I'm not actually familiar with this. Interesting, so we have to use another key to open a few more things, but I think that's going to be worth it. Because out of these, we're going to get that, and this. That card we just received increases damage for a single room. Not that I need the help, but we're going to use that in a boss fight. And I can come into these rooms now without taking any damage, and then the spikes here aren't going to bother me. I'm probably not going to pick up the pills right now because I don't want to risk anything. We'll have plenty of room to find more damage somewhere along the way, and also probably find quite a bit of money because we can blow up every single rock in existence. Tempting to take that screw just because it's going to get our shot speed up, but we won't because I want to avoid the spikes for now. Oh, we found a secret room there. Whoops. This is going to be my biggest challenge, not blowing myself up. We're going to check the secret room first and then see what our next item is. This is just a pile of poop. And then this guy, which we're also going to blow up. Okay, our next item is this guy, which we're definitely not going to pick up, because if I do, that gives me a chance to fire a tear in all directions, which would mean a lot of bombs going in directions that I can't account for, which would mean me dying extra quick. I still feel like I need a lot more damage. That rock's got an X on it. How many keys do we have? Well, we can open up this one, and we get more bombs and money. These seem new. And also not very strong. We can just lob some bombs at them and life is easy. Probably also going to set some kind of record for most rocks ever destroyed in a single room. Kind of satisfying. And I guess since we do have the keys, we might as well see what the shop has for us. I think I'm actually going to buy this for now because that's going to give me a cone of light in front of me, which is actually going to slow enemies down a little bit. And we're going to blow up him because that's fun. Anyways, it's time for our next boss fight, and I feel like this is probably going to be another short one. He's able to actually absorb quite a bit of damage, but it won't take long for me to be able to destroy him. And my slowing effect might have come into effect there because he was getting slowed by my cone of light. Alright, this is going to increase my shot speed and also give me a card, which is draw 3 cards. So we're going to go ahead and use that, and then we're going to take our pick of whatever cards we want. We have all sorts. I don't know what this one actually does. Oh, okay, well, other than that, we're going to destroy these. And then hopefully find something amazing in here. If I still had normal tiers, I would take the item on the left, but because I have the bombs, it's not really going to work out super well for me. But blowing up that thing sure did. Still don't have the damage I was hoping for. We do have an item that will help us find more stuff and rocks though, so that's maybe something we're going to take. It's either that or we keep the item that basically allows us to come into these rooms, which can be a little bit hit or miss anyways. Okay, this one was a good find because that's hopefully going to make these bombs turn into poison bombs as well, so that's going to do extra damage. We're not going to pick up this because all it does is helps me find more stuff in the poops, which I don't really want to bother with. I'd rather have the file for now. But mostly as long as I have my bombs, we'll be okay. I don't know if the poison effect is jumping over to the tier bombs, but I'm sure hoping it is. The slowing effect is nice too, because then I can keep enemies away from me. Because the closer they are, the more damage I'm going to receive. Our first mini-boss. I wonder if we're going to be able to defeat him. Think I can get him all in one shot? Probably not. Oh, close though. Ow, I did it again. Pretty sure the only thing that's going to kill me on this run is myself. Here's another one that's going to be super good for me. Infamy blocks damage sometimes. I have a 50% chance to not take damage from projectiles, which is one of the few things I'm going to take damage from along the way. I think here I'm maybe just going to give some more donations. See if I can get more luck going, because we're all about luck lately. Well, that's fine. These rooms are really annoying just for the sake that I can't use my bombs to carry me through. I can slow the projectiles down though, so that's kind of neat. Luckily there's only a 50% chance that those will even hurt me. And they did not. Whoops, left one alive. Yeah, I feel like I'm actually building a very tanky build, despite the fact that I'm also doing an incredible amount of damage. Rooms like this can be a little bit annoying because I gotta wait for them to pop up, and I don't have a lot of room for error because my bombs are actually kind of big. Whoops, but now that we're about here, we're just gonna wait for him to pop up, and we're done. And then we get to fight the Fallen. I hope he likes bombs. Whoops, didn't mean to actually shoot that one at all. Okay, we need to keep the bombs going his way. A few more bombs. Whoops. It's easier once we just get our damage going. Okay, they're quicker than I thought. Wow, I'm almost dead. I probably need to start paying a little more attention to things. To be fair, that boss was a little bit tricky because he followed me around and I'm shooting bombs everywhere. And we're going to pick that up. Basically, that means some of my item drops will be doubled, but we also might not find them at all. And I think that's going to be worth it. I did get a heart for making it here, and we have one of those in this room. So as soon as I clear these idiots, we'll grab that guy. Which, for what it's worth, is going to add damage. So now up to 46 damage, which is an absurd amount. This is another risky maneuver, but I'm going to pick up this. That's going to remove one of my hearts, but should add a few when I use it. And then continuing on murdering things as much as we can, which isn't really that hard to do. So far so good. Our damage is adding up fairly quickly, and we're also fairly tough at this point. We've got lots of health and we can absorb a little bit of damage. And these big rooms are fairly nice and stress-free because I don't really have to get close to anything in order to hit them. But I do still need to be careful because it's not going to take more than a few bombs to end my life. I also don't want that because despite the fact that it is new, it means that when enemies die, they fire tears in all directions, which can also hurt me, and I don't really want to be hurt anymore. This is an odd room. I think at this point I'm actually going to take a fork, because that way after clearing a room, I have a chance to heal half a heart, and given that I'm lobbing very dangerous bombs everywhere, I'm just simply going to take a lot of damage no matter what I do. I found Greed, who can hit me really because I can slow down his projectiles so much. So you can have another bomb, and he's dead already. And we got half a heart for that. And rooms like this are going to be easy because I have lots of room to lob bombs around. Wouldn't mind finding the boss room sooner than later though, running a little short on time. It's kind of hard to throw these bombs because I really don't want them to run towards me as I lob a bomb because it'll explode in my face. This feels like one of the rooms and I could have appreciated not having the spikes anymore, but that really wasn't that bad. And we're close to the boss room. Whoops, didn't see that down there. Everything is fine. There's just a lot going on at the moment. Okay, got that one. Gonna move out of the way of those. I'm really making a very easy room look very hard right now. Okay, good enough. Boss fight time. Cain versus Gurglins. And I think I can actually hold them back because I can one-shot them. Especially with the poison. I've fought harder bosses. I don't know what this hurt me though. This item basically just gonna give me some coins. And I'm okay with that. I also get to wear a pink crown. The bombs are fun and all, but they're actually slowing me down a lot because I'm just so tempted to blow up all the rocks in every room. Plus, I'm moving a little more carefully than I normally would because I don't want to blow myself up. But that's okay because we just simply need to make it to the end. And I think we're more or less guaranteed to do that at this point. It's just a matter of actually taking your time to get there and not blowing ourselves up along the way. But I'm enjoying this incredible damage. Still sitting at 46, and I probably shouldn't be looking at my damage right now. I should be focusing on the enemies in the room. Could pick up that every time I use it. It would spawn for me a random familiar, but I don't really want a random familiar. I want what I have now. Here's one that I maybe shouldn't pick up, but I'm gonna anyway, because that's gonna add more damage. We're up to 48 damage now. We move a little bit slower, but we don't need to be quick when we've got bombs. Just ask these two, who are already basically defeated. Easy. Just one more room before the boss fight, so as long as I can do this without taking any damage, we'll be just fine. Cain versus Loki, who is playing a little bit hard to get, but that's fine. As long as he's not charging toward me, he can basically do whatever he wants. And poison damage, never mind, he's dead. We'll take our heart, we'll take our syringe, speed and range up so we can fire those bombs farther than ever before. And we got an angel room, and I'm not really used to getting these. This one's going to be interesting, because that's going to make a circle around me, and occasionally it does damage inside that circle equal to my tier damage, which is 48. So anything that gets inside this is going to be in for a rough time. Not that I want anything to get in close to me, but if anything does, at least it has a chance of being evaporated. I guess I could probably get these items if I bomb them, and they'll slide right on out to me. Maybe also not against something like this. Oh, we did hit it with something though. It's just a very tough enemy. The light definitely damaged it though. I mean, it is technically a mini-boss, so we've got to expect some kind of hiccups along the way. Anyways, got it dead, taking a lot more damage than we should have, but that's what you get when you watch me. This room is also going to be super annoying. In fact, I'm just going to hit it with death. Let's get everything out of the room, that way I don't have to deal with that, because I know I would have gotten hit at least once. My Halo actually fires off damage quite often. Like, things that get close to me really get exploded a lot quicker than I thought they would. I didn't realize we'd made so much money already too. We have 47 coins. Well, let's see if I can coax a little more luck out of this machine. I'm just gonna put coins in. There's 1 extra luck. And the machine stopped. Alright, well, we're just gonna blow up this young guy and be on our way. Okay, thanks for the Halo. The Halo actually works really well with this because I can't fire on enemies that are that close to me, obviously. So this is all working out pretty good. If only by happy accident. They get slowed as they get close to me inside my Halo and then they explode. If they're far away, I can just hit them with the bomb. For now, we're just going to keep on going until we hopefully find the boss. Oh, didn't even see that. Oh, good. There's more of them. This room's not going to be a lot of fun, but I think we're already through it. That poison damage is a nice touch. All of our things are really synergizing very nicely. You know what? I'm just going to blow this thing up. I feel like I'm just going to get into trouble the longer I hang out in any one room. So we'll go ahead and a match, which we definitely don't want. Let's just deal with Mom. Hope she likes bombs. I feel like this probably won't be the hardest fight I've ever had. I can just lob bombs at everyone, really. And if anything gets close to me, it's going to take damage anyway. Yep, so far so good. And tears are slowing down when they hit me. If they hit me. Even if those tears do make it to me, like there's a 50% chance they won't even hurt me. So this is way easier than it should be, all things considered. But it's not done in under 20 minutes, which I would have preferred. We're actually way over that, but I was taking my time to not look too stupid along the way. And we get a purple syringe. Speed and damage up, so we're up to almost 50 damage now. As I get to move quicker. You know what I should do right now? Is that. We're going to sacrifice a heart to give myself some more hearts, because then we can exchange this item at some point too. Now we got to deal with whatever we're going to come across down here, and I'm very happy I have the items I do right now, because that's a lot of tears in this room. These creatures are super annoying because once they hit the ground, they disappear, so you got to hit them basically as soon as they appear. And despite everything I have going for me, I still need to be careful because we can still take damage. And we can start to take damage very quickly if we're being stupid. Here's another one that I think is going to synergize pretty well. As soon as I manage to get it to where I can actually grab it, we're going to bomb it up closer, hopefully getting that chest out of the way. This could be a little bit of a puzzle in itself. Got it. So now when I throw a bomb and it lands, it's supposed to leave a spot, but it might not synergize with this item. No, it does, so when enemies walk over that spot, they get hurt. So that just adds even more damage to whatever I'm doing in the rooms, because that leaves bad spots enemies can't really touch anymore. I've also determined now the main way I'm getting hurt, really the only way I'm getting hurt, is when I look away from the actual screen, because I'm stupid. So as long as I'm paying attention for the most part, things don't really hurt me. Unless I walk into lasers and take care of bosses very quickly. Come on, healing. Well, whatever. I'll take that. We got damage. We don't need healing. We found the boss room already, so we're just going to dive into this. Cain versus Bloat. Bloat, I hope you like bombs. Okay, don't touch the eyes. Don't touch the blood. Don't touch anything at all. This is a very small room, and it's making me very uncomfortable. But I think we're going to have this one about beat very soon. Okay, and we're done. Mostly by, you know, kind of blind luck, but we did it. This isn't really what we wanted, but we'll take it. It basically makes me faster, and I'm already walking into things too quickly, but whatever. And this guy happily isn't going to increase our damage. So that does put us happily over 50, and we can actually get a multiplier on top of that if we find the right other item. I think this is going to be a good floor. We have 69 coins plus this room, which is really only giving us cards. But at least we found the stars, so that's a start. Which led us into danger, like everything does. Okay, this isn't good. Okay, we're good. I thought it would leave me in a better room than that. Now we're down to one single heart, which probably isn't enough to... Oh, it's one of the opposite guys. I remember those now. I was very confused by that. Okay, we got a second heart at least, so that's a start. And I guess we could sacrifice a heart for some of those. Then we could fight the boss. Let's just go ahead and fight the boss before I get into trouble. We're at the heart anyway. Whoops. Gonna be a little bit difficult to hit some of these. Okay, I think I got that. Gotta keep getting the eyes without getting hurt. We can slow the tears down, which is gonna be good and bad for me. And we can do a lot of damage, so I think we're gonna be okay with this. Though the timing of those tears is really gonna make a mess for me. I just realized how much health I already lost. Okay, things were all good up until now. Had I thought this through, I might have changed some of my items out. But we're slowing the tears down and only getting hit by half of them, so kind of a lot more stressful than I thought it would be. Oh, we actually got saved there. We got some hearts back, so we're actually going to do this if by nothing but blind luck. and stupidity, which is mostly just what I operate on. Speaking of which, wasn't there supposed to be like more? Because this just takes me to the end. I unlocked whatever that is. And this. Well, after looking it up, I definitely didn't go the right way to see a lot of the new stuff. But I also didn't mean to be recording. I just started with a bomb and got excited, and off we went.